Alright, we are ready to begin our first run. Dyfed the First, Kingdoms in 100 series. We're going into 867. As always in the Kingdoms in 100 series, we are going to create our own ruler. We're going to start in 867 and we're going to take him to 967. 100 years to go from the tiny county of Dyfed to the larger Kingdom of Wales. So we are going to choose the small county of Dyfed. Start with Lord Hyfeid, whatever. Game rules. Already got some in here. We basically have everything we can on a random, or we have generate families off, makes it a little harder, and we also have Scandinavian adventures on apocalyptic. Hungarians we have on random. Let's apply that. We're going to create our own ruler. So we're starting with a male. He's going to be heterosexual. His first name is going to be Nicholas because that's my name. It is the Nicholas G Games channel. The dynasty we're going to randomize it once and then shorten it. Min. The Min dynasty. Sounds vaguely Asian, Chinese. Want something threatening like red, white, and black. It looks like we might only be able. Oh, I like this. Red, white, and black. Done. Dyfed we leave as is. As always, we want to maximize his customization points. Education, we're going to go for fortune builder. Money is important early. Personality, we don't need. He's a vague husk for our ambitions. For the other traits, we're going to go genius. Helps a lot with all of our traits. As you can see, that's going to hurt our customization, but we're also going to take off some of his prowess, and that will make things a little bit easier. So let's do that. Let's take off some of his prowess. We're not going to be fighting any duels. We'll give him one so he can still, hold the sword. I hope that nobody wants to kill us early in the game. Stewardship, we got 16, no kids, not married. The last thing we want to do is the appearance. We want to make him look pretty interesting. I always like to go red hair because it kind of screws with the hair sets they have in the game. Beard, we're going to go no beard. And hairstyle, I like what they have, but I also really like the long flowing hair. Very nice. Eyes as well, we're going to go for a bit of a crazy color. It's a little too crazy. Kind of a dark blue, well, lighter blue. Very good. We'll let them worry about everything else, the nose and stuff. So we've got it. We've got the appearance down. We've got the personality in. 24 years old, 7 intrigue, 16 stewardship. He's ready to rule. Nicholas Min of Dyfed. Let's go. Submitted. He's in. And we're ready to start. Dyfed 1. Fastest character setup you've ever seen. Alright. We are going to begin at the beginning. A very good place to start. So let's look at our council members. We always want to be on good terms with our spy master and our bishop. Our bishop, most importantly, will give us cash, which we have very little of. He's going to give us his bishop, Rick Holding, so we want to sway him. Our marshal, we don't have the cash to. Wow, these guys are expensive. Talk about an appearance fee. We do not have anywhere close to that kind of cash. The marshal's going to have to wait, but I believe we have good control in Dyfed anyway. Yep, 100, so don't really need the marshal there. We have a little levy holding already built in that's randomized, which is nice. We want farms and fields. It's going to increase our base income. We're starting with stewardship, so that's looking good. We are going to start with something that's going to help us immediately build wealth, which is the wealth focus. And we have 3 to put in. We don't need this yet. we're going to get immediate taxes there. We're going to go with demand payment for hooks, and I don't have vassals yet, not that important, so we'll go with war profiteer. We're trying to get at any cost and improve our prestige in the meantime. Prestige is already starting pretty high. Our domain holdings and such, we have only one, which is Dyfed, but just to avoid confusion, we're going to change this to Dyfed and Dyfedian. Never like when they use different names for the castles and stuff. I know some people like it, I just don't. Not married, we don't need to get married for a while. The realm is stable. We don't want a ton of heirs, so we'll dismiss that. We know, but we can't afford a marshal. We can always declare war on this guy, but he has 6,000 troops, and he's already declared 2 wars against East Anglia and Northumbria, so he's quite menacing. Jarl Ivor, we have less than the 10th of your troops. We know we're swaying him. We have a few knights. Alright, so we're going to also get Rodri under our watch here, pin him, and we've also got this guy. He has 300 bowmen. We have 100 bowmen, 100 light footmen, so we could probably use some cavalry regiment. When we get up to 85 gold, that would be a priority. So we're going to mark down Gwygon for conquest, as well as Prince Hewel, since we already have some archers that could help take him out. But we're not going to start fabricating a claim for a while because our gold is so low. We're just going to try to stay out of wars. We'll fight if we get raided and put up a good fight there, but we're ready to begin. Let the wealth flow in. Let's see what happens to our neighbors. Immediately raided. Okay, they have 100 light footmen, and I think we can take them. Let's raise. We don't have a better commander than me, so we're ready to go in and win this battle since he just got off the boat. We won it. We didn't capture any gold because he had just started his raid, but he also didn't get Dyfed. And that didn't even hurt the control. Very nice. We survived our first raid. Lost 94 men, but got some casualties as well. Let's see. Yola doesn't have a ton to offer, nor does her husband. So we have no room for them here. Bishop swing is going well. Let's get that a little higher, just in case of disagreements or such. Ah, we got a new bishop. Terithian. We'll sway him now. He's a young guy, 26 years old. We'll let that sway scheme begin. We're going to look for a spouse when we're about 32, so that would be 7 years. 875 is going to be the marriage year. We know we're swaying him. Oh my. Again, these guys are just too expensive to even consider, so we're losing some of our taxes there. But that's okay for now. We don't have a ton of dread, but again, we're trying to get the at any cost. So, which one do we want to go for first? I think it's my domain. As soon as we have a count, we can exploit him. Abner, our guest, would be a good commander. You're right. Be a good marshal. 50% chance or small victory. We always go for the small victories. He wants 15 gold to be our marshal. We just don't need him right now. We don't need him yet. Yeah, the realm's looking good. Our neighbors are steady. We fought off our first raid. We're getting enough gold to... Again, Jarl Ivor's just too big for us. We're going to want to expand our levies so that we can start conquesting. He now has about 1,000 troops. I always go for the quick profit. You never know with these investments if they're going to pan out. Quick profit always does. We got our Bishop over 40, so let's change to our Spy Master, because of course she'd be the first to turn against us if something went wrong. And when we get about 125 gold, we're going to look to expand our levies. Yes, we have the ability to press claims. Again, he already has an alliance, so he's not, again, the quick profit. Alright, we're ready to expand, but first, let's check on this guy. Now, he has an alliance with the Kingdom of Italy. That's worrisome because they have 2,400 troops. What about this guy? Allied to Gwynedd. And Gwent, nothing. That is going to be really far from our capital, so that will be a hard one to get. But he has 100 bowmen. So we're going to invest in some horsemen to take out his bowmen. The horsemen are very good against archers. So those are created. When they scale up, we should have enough to try to get some stress so we can get that higher. Not too much, just enough. Once we have our horsemen scaled up, we'll be ready to start fabricating some claims. If we do the more gifts, we get 50 dread, but control level changes, which could lead to a peasant revolt. So we're just going to go for accepting the gifts. We got a little inter-realm war here. He is attacking. Yeah, I'm going to put my money on Rodri against Guigan because he has, you know, a lot more troops, almost triple the amount, and he is just using his claim on Ceredigian, so he's going to win that most likely. He's chasing his troops all over the map. He still has an alliance, but it's not really benefiting him. And since he's going to be weakened from this, we might go for that one that's right next to us. Stubborn, arbitrary, impatient, and a plotter. I'll go with her presence and see if that works in the compliments. Yay, it worked! So she likes us a lot now. Let's see if there's anybody else we want to sway. Of course, our court is pretty small right now. This guy doesn't like us. But if we recruit him, he's too young to recruit. So we'll get her up to 100. Why not? Let him win this war, and then we'll be in good position to. Ooh, we got an unpressed claim, a blunder. Thank you, the Chancellor of Lord Guigan. He has average diplomacy, but he gave us a blunder on this county right next to us. We don't even have to spend for it. That's beautiful. So, our horsemen are up as soon as he's done with this little war and loses it completely, which looks like he just did. We are ready to press our claim. He has only 400 troops. His levies are low. He has bowmen, 40 out of 400. Impressive, but we're ready to take 100 prestige. Let's go. Game on, raise our troops. I'll lead them, why not? And in 8 months we will have victory. We'll lose about 8 gold. Whoa, that got really close really fast. 3 against 29. Come on, guys. You're kidding me. 2 against 2. We lost. Wow, that's really unbelievable. Just because he has light. He got all these from his alliance, though, to be fair. And now he's invading. Alright, well, let us get our troops back up, and then we'll see about who is ready to win this on our home turf. He has... yeah, you lost some men, that's right. 5 months, so let's give us 2 months till April. We'll be ready to launch our counterattack. I'm the best leader. We do have this guy. Abner, should we pay him? Better chance of winning this pitiful little war. Better commander, more soldiers. Yeah. Things will work out in the end. Yeah, we want to collect war taxes. We need the money. So when he goes there, we go there, we have better. Let's go! Eat it. Alright, now we're ready to win in 8 months. Wow. We lost 250, he only lost 100 in the first battle. What? Where is he getting these men from? 300 light footmen, and we have not as many. We have 60 bowmen now. Might want to retreat from this battle as soon as, yeah. Losing is in the offing. And again, we fight. And we lose. Wow. This looked like an absolute certain victory. But because of his Italian alliance, I think that has proven to be the main factor here. He will not accept a white peace because he has the advantage. What if we surrender? We would pay him 92 gold. That's going to happen eventually, I feel like, unless something crazy happens. So we're going to go ahead and surrender this one, rebuild. Pretty unbelievable. We lose our claim. We lose 92 gold, but our chances of winning because of his immense amount of levies and alliance are just not great. So we surrender. We're going to have to rebuild, disband our troops, get our army back. A very, very tough defeat. Next time we're going to go after someone with no alliances at all. Pretty tragic, honestly. We've lost. I promise you that I'm good at this game. This is why I decided to start streaming, but that was an insane recovery by him. He looked down and out. I think we can all agree. So we've lost our first war. We're almost ready to get married. Jarl Ivor's too big for us. We know we lost badly. Couple. Change our focus to swaying our main man. The Scots are here. Okay, our gold is recovering nicely, but it's going to take a while. Let's get married, see if we can recover a duty from that. Any inheritable traits? We want somebody on the older side, 32-ish, with some good traits. I'm liking Waltrid. Carlotte, I think, is perfect. She's intelligent. She's nice. She's trusting. Yep, she's right about the perfect age. So we want a couple. We want an heir and a spare, as always. But we don't want too many. We want the gold. We want the gold. For now. Got the duty from the royal wedding. We're getting closer to at any cost. After which we're going to increase our prestige to get that. Other plans for that money? Yeah, this is... We could add prestige for a couple years, for 5 years. Should be 60 prestige. We'll take the prestige hit, not give up 50 gold coins. If our wife doesn't conceive by age 38, we will try to seduce or romance her as well. It's quite pitiful. We are 8 years in, 0 progress really. Our neighbor is unfathomably powerful because of his mercenaries and levies. He's getting more gold. So we need to go for a weak neighbor, which again I think is Murig, who's on the brink of death. Let's go for Gwent. 3 years. I think we'll be ready to get that claim, attack, My wife is looking after me. That's very, very nice. I wouldn't have any wounds because I'm not on the battlefield, but it's a very sweet gesture. So we've got this claim going. Anybody we can employ as a steward. Our knight, Abner. Abner is ready to be a marshal. Improve our levies. We don't have a steward we can recruit that's in our price range. We do have Gwenedy. He is grown older. Employing him as a chancellor would not be the wisest. Our wife has a high diplomacy, so she can improve our prestige a little bit, at least. That didn't seem to work. Let's see why. Court politics. Yeah, it gives us more diplomacy, which leads to more prestige, right? Yeah, 8% diplomacy, and then if we add her, what do we get? Still 8% diplomacy. Okay. What if we put her on managed domain? Yeah, that jumps our gold a tiny bit, so we will go with that. Always want to throw away our piety for gold. Thank you, dear Pope. Ivor's not for us. We are fabricating our claim. So let's get this claim, go for this war, and then we're going to call it a day in Dyfed Part 1, 11 years in. We've got till 100 years to make our move for the Kingdom of Wales, which our friend, the Rodri, who's getting up there in age, is gaining. Okay, we can get lifestyle experience for this, but it upsets our peasants. So we're going to make her burn. Get some free piety. We got another claim. We're very lucky. Olwyn. Sweet, sweet Olwyn. We'll keep her name. She's got intelligence. She's our heir for all of our titles, which was only, 2. Again, this guy, his diplomacy has decreased since last time we saw him. Murnich. He gives us another claim. But if we used it, we would lose because they have 400 bowmen. We have only 100 knights, but we're getting up there in wealth. We can actually reinvest in our army. Let's see how we're going to fare against Gwent. Now they have some armored footmen. We've got light footmen, so let's up our light footmen, 45 gold, our horsemen, and we'll keep it at those 2 for now. Let them increase, take some gold as they do. We'll be ready for war by the time this claim presses. We know we can, but we would lose. Rodri's out in Gwynedd, which separates his holdings into his children. Anarid, Murfin, and this guy's underneath Anarid. Well, it's actually under Murfin. This guy is also under Murfin. And this guy, Idwal, is under Anarid. So let's refocus here. We've got Anarid. He's the one we really want to focus on since he's our neighbor, next door neighbor. And let's put this guy under observation. No wife, 79, never married. He writes a lot, so that's good. But Rodri is out. Our gold is doing fine. Our army is expanded. We're ready almost to take over our neighbor. Now that we've got this, we'll get avaricious, improves our holding taxes, and we'll switch over to prestige. Improve our prestige so we can sell titles as much as we want. And the bribe 90 for Gwent, which puts us at 38. When we reach 50, we will invade Gwent. Arid, Huel, still got the alliance to Italy. But see, when you get an alliance, you get pulled into all these crazy wars. Like West Francia attacking Italy. And he's pulled into this. 7,000 soldiers versus 9,000. I put my money on the Franks. I think they have it. Doesn't concern us too much. The claim is in. Get to 50, we're ready to declare war. We know we've got wars. This Jarl, again, he's got 6,000 troops. We're just going to lay off that. We're close. We want to have a little backup, little supply so that we can invade, and as our army is raised, we'll lose a little cash, but we want to stay in the black rather than the red, rather than in debt. So September, we're ready. Gwent, coming for you. He's been raided, great. He's low. We're ready to go for Gwent. Lose some prestige, but raise our men. 1,000 men, I think we can take him. I hope we can take him. We would win this. He's got all his levies. We got Abner, though, the great marshal. Got it. And we'll get the county in 8 months, just like what we said last time. 8 times 3 is 24, so we'll stay in the black. Can't win anymore by winning battles, so we'll keep it as is. Yep, threw his forces away and we made a capture. Knight, it's probably not good for much. Yeah. He's an unimportant courtier, sad. We got it! We got Gwent. Yep, it is ours. We have extort subjects, and I think that would give us more gold overall for the rest of our life than if we kept Gwent for now. So let's give it to disband our army. We're going to give it to somebody that we trust. An unmarried guy who is ready for some responsibilities. But before we use extort, do we have to be a duke? Someone in your realm. It's my domain. Yes. We do not have to be a duke, and I have no vassals of count rank yet. Now, if we make Abner the Count of Gwent, he would become independent. So, as soon as we get the dukeship, we will give away stuff. We are in line for Dyfed. We need one more county. We need 250 gold. So we're going to take one of our neighbors. It's going to be either Morgan, who's got the alliance to Italy, Hewell, who has the alliance to Italy, Tudor, who has no alliances but 400 bowmen, and Gwygon, who lost his alliance and has only 200 bowmen now. And we have the claim, don't we? I think we still have the claim. It was bungled. So when we get back up to 50 gold, we will invade Gerfidian, Sir Gerfidian, the Lordship of Sir Gerfidian. Wow, that's very confusing. And we will be ready to attack. We know we have low control, but we will send Abner. Abner, go get it. Avaricious is in, and Prestige is also in. So let's change this and improve our prestige rapidly. Of course, the bishop expects a position, but he's not good at much. We can revoke his title, can't we? We do not have limited crown authority. We can change that. 115 gold. To revoke his title. I spend 250 piety, but we're going to get in a yes man. And we are going to... it's our Suffering Bishop that goes in. Bishop of Trefinwy. So, we're good. It's all under our direct control now, and we are ready to peace out. It's been another exciting session of Kingdoms in 100. We're 14 years in. We've got 2 counties of our kingdom. The kingdom has been split. We need 7. We're 5 below. We need 500 gold and 2 duchy titles. We're probably going to be going for Dyfed and Powys to get in to the Kingdom of Wales. So that's where we stand. We will call it a day. Thanks for watching. As always, Throw a like on the video if you enjoyed it, want to see more content like this, and subscribe so that we can continue to grow the channel. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.